So I got Phil here. He's in town for, what's it, 10 days-ish?
Yeah, it was 10 days.
10 days. So we put together a program looking to get the most out of his game. So each day we're starting here in the vault. We've been lucky to work with them. Phil's got screened when he first got here. He's been treated once by Manny, and then we start the morning in here to get his body ready so we can get the most out of it. How's it been, like, movement-wise? Have you noticed a big difference from the start to now?
Yeah, it's been quite significant, actually, just even over the 10 days. I came in not overly flexible. I guess a career of not taking care of my body and playing competitive sports did that. But yeah, it's been like doing the exercises in here. I can see the change already. Like getting into way better range of motions. The swing's way easier.
Yeah, and I that's we're just trying to tie it all together. So, like, how does this fit into the swing? And then obviously we'll bring you out on the range. You'll see a little bit of what Phil's been working on when he's been here, but it just gives us more options and makes it a little bit less work for you, right?
Yeah. The swing feels, getting into the same positions, it just feels like less work.
Awesome. So what's your feel when we're doing the right hand only? What sort of prompted us to do this? Just sequencing?
It was, I think,
tension?
Yeah, I think you didn't like something I was doing, and then you told me to do it, and we quickly discovered that I actually just couldn't hit the ball at all with it.
It ended up being a hard challenge for you.
Yeah.
And then after you worked on it a bit, it's not like it's easy yet, but it really helps the full swing from your, I would say, how the club moves, how the transition is, how you're using, like for you, we focused on the obliques, like how the obliques are moving.
Like, even though it's slightly more open at address because my left arm's pulled back instead of forward, so it looks, I still have to like be set the same way.
Yeah.
Keep my head here and not look on my backswing, which I had a habit of doing.
Perfect.
To make contact, otherwise I don't hit the ball.
Yeah, those ones look great. Yeah, the tendency, at the start the hips were pretty open. The head was sort of twisting as you go back. The club wasn't swinging and the body wasn't really matching it, right? It was hard. It was almost like they were independent movements. And we figured out, like, do you need to move the body more or feel like the club moves more, and then you found the right blend, and then also took out a little bit of that tension.
Yeah.
Nice, Phil. And I got the TrackMan, the iPad set up there right beside Phil, just giving him some feedback. We don't really use it a ton on these shots, but as we go longer, it's some people, they like to see the numbers, some people don't need to see the numbers, but for Phil it's been helpful for him to sort of see what the cause and effect is. Nice. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Right there. So that gets, when you're there, that's your knees. Yeah, we're basically matched up right there. Yeah. And that feel was slightly more left toe pressure. Perfect. That looked so smooth, man. All right, you want to do two?
Two.
Nice. So takeaway, what are we doing?
Just making sure the club stays outside my hands.
Yeah, in front. And then What was your sense there to the top?
When I turn and the hands just kind of go straight up.
Yeah, that left shoulder's down, the hands are going up, and then we're cranking the stomach, and that keeps the path more in check, right, Phil?
Yep.
Yeah, that was all right. Just a little quick. What's that?
Yeah, I didn't let it set 5 for the right.
Yeah. So the pattern at the start, when Phil didn't hit a good one, the face was open and the path tended to get pretty left.
Yeah.
And well, you know what? I say more of just a range of, we'd have some right pass when we did a great job, and then some left pass with an open face. So then the dispersion got pretty wide. So now we're just being a little bit more.
Yeah, I would turn too hard sometimes and get really open at impact and be dragging the handle that way.
That's right, yeah.
The face still how I would want it to be for, like, if I had a right path.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah, so
left, it would go.
Yeah, and we sort of had a mix of, on the good pass, the face was shut, so then his pull draws, and on the bad pass, the face was open, so it was push cut. So yeah. It was just a hard dispersion pattern to play, right?
Yeah.
Setup is great there. Nice, man. And then we get the feedback. What do you think?
So, just with a touch left and then open face on that one.
Okay, so then we just go, probably just smooth it out just a little bit. So with Phil, we do, for him, to keep his rhythm the same and the movement the same, we start with, so we do the right hand only, then we go to 2 hands, soft ones, trying to get the pattern down, and then we start to, you know, sort of go 5 miles an hour at a time into that same pattern and just do our best to manage and match the face and path, right?
Yeah.
0, 0?
No, 0.
See a couple more here. Handicap now around?
I haven't put any scores recently. My first 5 scores I ever input got me a 14.5 index.
Okay.
I've hovered around that since,
yeah. And you've been golfing how long now?
Since like September of last year.
Okay, so
I started with you in March.
Yeah.
So
we're still less than a year, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of things for Phil was interesting too, different than some, is because he's so new, but also he's advanced in some things, but also new to golf in some things. So like when we were talking about the grip and tension and where the club was moving and what he needed to feel, some of those things were just new to him because he hadn't played a long time. So we just expanded, and some players just over time, they don't even, you know, there's just pieces of the puzzle that are missing. Now we're starting to piece it all together, right, Phil?
Yeah. I had played other sports, so some of the aspects I understood.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, naturally, I didn't struggle to use my legs like.
Yeah, you got
to the ground. And
yeah. Right, and obviously the gym work has helped the separation. Then also understanding where the grip is and the tension and the rhythm and what muscles you're using. All that stuff has led to it being a lot easier. It's going to be probably just a slight left path, I would guess.
Yeah.
So then we know for you that's probably a little underturn with the. Where do you feel it when you do a really good job?
It's like
that way, yeah.
It's kind of like turn through the midsection more than
everything.
Yeah, because I can like turn my shoulders and I can turn my hips, but that like it's the midsection. When I turn the midsection,
yeah,
that I get everything turning better.
And that matches the rolling patterns too. You know, like that idea that's you know reaching across and you're using.
And that was where the rolling patterns I struggled.
Yes, yeah.
Because that was what didn't. This would go, and then since this didn't want to turn with it, it would be this, and then I would just.
Then everything would go.
Everything would go at once.
Yeah.
So it's been.
See, I had the right, to me, the right movement. It might have been a little bit in aim, but I thought there was a lot of good there. Hand position coming down. It's neat too, Phil, like your head movement is so calm, because that was one of the things that we saw right away in the 3D, right? It's, if we were looking at what was the biggest outlier of movement, it was how your head would back up so much through the ball.
Yeah, it would be like, I'd be here, I'd have a good head position, and then for whatever reason, because of where my arms and everything going at once, I'd almost have to like do that.
Fall back, that's right.
Get the club to the ball.
And look at this one, like here, look at your head here.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically doing exactly what we want without you trying, you know, like when we first focused on it, it was like serious work, right? It's, now it's just, you don't even think about it and it's better.
Yeah, I remember doing a drill, putting an like on my own, putting in a line and sticking the bag that was like right here.
Yeah.
Swinging to get it to go forward, and it didn't last. Like,
and I think
changed, but then it didn't last.
And remember how you said you used to feel like when you turn that this side would crunch, you'd fall down on the lead side, right? Mm-hmm. So then it would be crunch down, fall back. Now you're, I would say, rotating better and crunching better, moving better. Path?
Left again.
Okay. Let's try to sync that up, get that body matched. Nice, Phil. You feel that?
Yeah.
Probably not even overdone. Like that might still be a touch. Was it touch? Yeah, but the overall movement there was bang on. So right now we're just working through until he gets the feel of slightly draw path with the same movement as we're doing, basically, right?
Yeah.
And then we expand off of that, because one of the whole goals is to build a better foundation, so when he goes home he's more clear on, you know, how he's going to hit it better each day. So this is one of the ways that we're going to do it. Awesome. I mean, how nice is that?
Yeah, that one looks better.
Zero?
Yeah,
zero? Yeah. Looked awesome though. Yeah, keep it smooth. Just get that left. I think that left shoulder going that way was the big key from yesterday. And make sure those hips are. Good job. See, that's great there. Yeah. That's your feel. Perfect. There you go. You feel that?
Yeah, it's the shoulder, making sure that shoulder gets around.
Yeah, I think that was, I didn't put that in the app, but that was the one key that you said at the end yesterday. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy speed jump too, eh?
Yeah.
Like in the sense that you're just doing the same smooth swing, but then it just is faster.
Yeah, and getting that shoulder around made me feel it more through here.
Good.
So it's not even so much about concentrating on the midline.
It just the shoulder did it. What I just wanted this for the app. What did you feel there?
It was just to turn the midline better. It's like the shoulder goes down and then
you're
just through around as the hands come up.
And then you just all of a sudden feel a different tension there, right?
Yeah, I feel the tension that I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, perfect. Beauty. Close, a little rushed to me, but not bad. Like the one before, I can tell because it's like, like we said yesterday too, when it's really good, you're here, and then it's almost like you can't go, and then it just unwinds, right? Yeah. I mean, that was an amazing swing. Amazing.
214 to the right. It's the face touch close.
Yeah, the path looked crazy good.
Yeah, that one I felt a little more legs, like in the downswing.
Yeah.
It felt like I got here, like really wound up, and then it was almost like fell into this side and like was able to like push.
Yeah, that was it. That's
naturally, like
yeah.
not because like
Not because you made yourself do it. It
the
just
other ones were always because like I just used my legs, like I concentrated on like using my legs in a sense. Like that one felt like my legs were used, but not just kind of because they needed to be used.
yeah,
More than because I actively was trying to make them.
amazing. Whew, that was really good again. It probably was 1 second. You can have one more second, but I like the. What's that path?
1.4. Right?
Yeah, awesome. So your smash is super high because of the shot shape.
Yeah, it's like 1.38.
I think obviously you're getting more clear on your senses, eh, Phil?
Yeah, getting there on the feels. Definitely gonna have to. I was laughing yesterday with my parents. I was like, yeah, so I don't know. I don't have anything to tell me the path, so the gym might be getting some news voice.
Well, I saw Tiger's coming out with a launch monitor.
Yeah, it's 5,000.
Yeah, Nick, actually one of the other coaches here, he just ordered it, so.
I put the $100 like.
Yeah, oh,
Put a, that you.
yeah, I saw you reserve it for 150 or something, yeah.
Yeah, you put the reserve on it. And you can get the reserve money back too. It's like, but I guess it's just a way of.
Awesome. Really good, man. How nice is that?
Yeah, like for a miss too, like.
Yeah, small toe hit, right?
Yeah.
What was the path?
To the right.
Perfect. How good's that?
.6 to the right.
Yeah.
1.2 face.
83?
81.
81. It's funny because that looked faster, but it wasn't. I always find that so interesting. Great movement, though. Priority is not speed, it's more contact, so we can hit the same shot and then building the foundation. So when we do add speed, you got better ball control, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how sweet's that, Phil? Unreal transition. That had so much like stretch and unwind there.
Yeah, that one was 82.3, 2.4 to the right. With
Just
2.4, with the 2.8 to the right with 2.4 face.
Okay, awesome.
Dead straight.
Yeah, baby draw.